Well, I did the weigh-in today, this morning. This was the second week. And one thing I need to mention before I get sidetracked is that whenever you do weigh, well, for two things actually. In the first place, don't weigh yourself every day or every other day even. You're just going to get frustrated and disappointed. Even if your weight loss is pretty good, it's just weigh once a week. And when you do weigh for number two, make sure you weigh on identical surfaces, the same scale. Don't measure one time on carpet and the next time on a hardwood floor and then another time on a rug. Do it all the same every time, and that way you get the most accurate reflection of your weight loss. In the second week, I only lost 2 pounds. And like I said in the last segment, that I wasn't doing cartwheels for losing 11 pounds in the first week because, for one thing, this isn't my first rodeo. And that's just how it is. People lose a lot of weight during the first week, and then you actually begin to start losing body mass. And that's where a lot of people really get disappointed. They're all excited from the first week that, oh, this is going to be easier than I thought, I'm making great progress, yada yada. And then all of a sudden you hit slow motion. And that is the essence of a healthy weight loss diet. It's just going to be slow. And this is what's going to test your perseverance and your commitment and your resolution. But don't give up. And like I said before, I have plenty of experience in this, so I can tell you all you have is time. And the rest of your life, and that may be as well, filled with healthy eating, new, better habits. And stick to it, and the big buzz is that after 21 days, you've developed a new habit. At least that's what the experts say. It only takes 3 weeks to form a new habit. And I've found that to be fairly accurate. For some people it's shorter, for some people it takes longer, but you've got to stay the route on this the first month anyway. And on Thursday and Friday I did the evening. My cravings were just really overwhelming, and I didn't just empty the shelves, but I ate a little bit more starches on Thursday than I should have, and on Friday too, in the evening. And those are the toughest times. That's why I emphasize to be as busy with your hands and whatnot. Read a book. It's hard for me, and some people it's not hard for, but for most people it's very hard. You just have to just go back to the trough, not the food trough, but the business end of working in the garden, of cleaning the house. Now, that sort of kind of brings me to one thing I wanted to talk about. And this is just going to depend on the person and your personal circumstances. One of the most absolutely valuable tools in any diet is some type of support. If a husband is on a diet and the wife isn't, or vice versa, and there isn't some complete understanding and support, then the diet's going to be very hard. And you men and you women both, if you have a partner that's trying to lose weight, they need every bit of support you can give them. And all I can say is I can't imagine a better set of circumstances than if both of you take up a healthy way of life. And then the support is automatic and from then on. Now, if you're single, there's another technique that you shouldn't take too seriously, but it could accomplish the same thing. If you know somebody up at work or at church or and if any of your social circles that has this same thing on their mind, issue them a challenge. And don't do it in a way that it's going to be a contest of who can lose the most pounds, because that's not a fair and equal forum to begin with, because people's metabolisms are simply different. But a support group in that way has a tremendous mental structure to it. And me, myself, we've had someone up at work I issued a friendly challenge to who has other reasons than I for this same thing. But, and like I said, don't take it too seriously. You don't, because a race can end up in an unhealthy diet. But that helps keep it in the forefront of your mind that, oh, they're going to outdo me if I don't stick to my diet. But just stick to it the best you can, and the other person shouldn't take it too seriously either. But support is the point. You need support, and you need to give support. And then I guess the last thing is I really kind of expected myself to lose a little bit more than 2 pounds over the second week. But see, I haven't eliminated starches, and that's in the crosshairs of my next shot. Is as I go through this week, I'm still eating a lot of vegetables and fruits. And when I say a lot, I mean a lot. And it's better that if you absolutely have to put something in your mouth, that it be something healthy. A chef salad instead of a hamburger combo or whatever the case may be, or a bowl of ice cream, at least. And then like in the third week, I'll begin breaking even more. So that's my technique. It's nothing big and fabulous. It's simply very simple fruits, vegetables, and starches at the moment, and I'll begin breaking a little at a time so that it's not just going to throw my metabolism all out of whack. And you don't want to do that anyway. And along the way, there's some tricks that I've learned that you can kind of trick your metabolism, and I'll talk about those later. And it'll help also make the dieting thing not quite so strenuous mentally and physically. But don't be surprised if you get moody or the people around you think you're irritable. That's also one of the totally natural things that's going to come along with this at first, and it won't last. But support each other on this. And if you don't have a husband or a wife or friends or family, then just do every single thing, every moment you can to keep it in the forefront of your mind. But think also if you could be some support to someone else in this regard, because this is not an easy task we're setting out on. But it'll work, and you'll see it will work. So just stick to it, and I wish you the very best of luck in your endeavors. See you next time.